Monster Castle, paranormal, radio hound, Monster Castle, paranormal, digital radio, KTLK. Yeah, the Fringe FM.
Black Ops, Season 2, Episode 1, Series 2, The Strike Against Syria. And I didn't even think I was going to catch a UFO on this. I was just watching to see what they did that year when they hit that nuclear facility. But 23 minutes, 34 seconds into the movie, with 24 minutes, 43 seconds left. This jet was taken off. This is the Air Force out of Israel. And I couldn't believe it. This UFO, clear disc, shiny on top, shaded on the bottom, flies by at an incredible speed. And again, they don't even notice it. They're clueless. So let me get the remote. I'm going to remove the title bar. And there you see it right there. Now let me just hit play and watch the saucer take off. Gone. So this is what it looks like.
It's saucer shaped again, folks, and it's going underneath the aircraft.
Flies by right here.
Yeah. It's going a lot faster than the plane.
I can't believe people don't see this.
I still say that to this day.
Oh, wow.
Capture it this time. And it's a clear disc.
It's definitely not a bird. Again, it's not Superman.
Right there.
It could be Superman this time. It could be Supergirl.
Title bar. See the disc right there.
Who's to say? We don't know what they are. Like before,
this camera
when
doesn't give it justice, but on HD.
Jeff, you said how do you classify it as a UFO? There is no classification because a UFO is something unknown. So there's no classification for it. There could be anything. We don't know what it is.
Yeah, but we don't. I mean, there should be some sort of.
Well, you can rule out that it's not this and it's not that and it's not anything. So basically, it goes into a category of unknown, which is really could be anything.
Yeah, most of them are really fast, though. I mean, they're not. Yeah. I mean, that's what I've seen. Most of them are just.
They were all different, though. They're all different. Yeah. Each one is a lot different than. That's the thing I find. Some of them, a lot of them are saucer shaped, but man, you get all kinds of weird, different shapes.
I'm all over the world with this thing. You have no idea.
Yeah. Okay, after that one, I'm going back to TweetDeck. And I'm going up on it, and you got one that looks like a German. No, that's Jefferson Decal. That's funny. That's one of those Nazi saucers. Disputable. And then we got pictures of rods from God of Thunder. And okay, now I'm on to one that's an idiot, a broad green UFO.
Okay.
Is that the one you want me to play?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sending my favorite ones to you just to get your guys' thoughts.
Okay, here we go.
All right, I was watching An Idiot Abroad, Season 3, Episode 3, India to Hong Kong, the short way around China. And 2 minutes, 12 seconds into the movie, with 42 minutes and 2 seconds left, I was watching them ride on a Ferris wheel, and something flew by. So I just want to show you what it was. That's it right there. Whoa. And again, it even shows you an alien abroad. I'm sorry, an idiot abroad.
Oh, yeah, there's an alien abroad with green
Season
skin.
3, Episode 3, India to
Bring
Hong
it on.
Kong. But that's what's known as a Vimana, if they're still in India. That's a Vimana right there. It cruised by at night, flew by, and I caught it. And again, with 2 minutes and 12 seconds into the movie. As soon as it started,
God of
I seen
Thunder posted
with
on
42 minutes
Twitter.
and 2 seconds left. So I'm going to try and rewind and show you guys. Let me just get the remote, and I'll rewind.
That's pretty good, man. What did he post?
All right, so it comes up again.
Jeff, you there?
Right there.
Yeah, I'm here.
What did he post?
He posted the a flying saucer over the wolves on the hunt. Oh, Secret Yellowstone.
He's jumping too far ahead. Tell him to slow down.
You show you what it looks
No,
like.
no. You posted it on the. That was the last thing you posted.
And it flies by
He's
right
like
there. Look at the upper left
he's
corner.
5 videos ahead of us.
Boom, it just flew by. So rewind it again.
What is this?
Watch right here. Boom, just flew by my finger.
Wow, a different one. That almost looked like an insect over there.
Rewind it. And right up in this area. Boom, see it fly by? So I'm going to try and capture it and freeze frame it as it flies by. Boom, I missed it. Let me try it again. They're fast.
A bit of me time.
I count to 1001. 1001. Yeah. I missed it. It's right there. But that's a V1.
Okay, that's not an insect. Definitely not an insect.
It's flying away, basically, as you can see. With two.
Interesting. Is there more in that? Am I echoing? Yeah, I am. Michael?
Yeah.
Is there more in there than just... Or should I keep playing that one?
You want to go to the next one?
Well, I don't know. We won't have time to go through all of them. I just thought that's the best part out of that one, right? Or should I keep playing? Is there more? Let's see. I can't even tell where it is at.
What is that? That is so weird.
Boom, caught it right there. So as you can see, it flew in right there. That's what's known.
Okay, it's definitely not an insect. Hey,
Well,
Jeff?
because that's
Three.
yeah, that's up in space, right?
Three.
Well, it's in the sky up higher than an insect, but
minutes
yeah.
and 12 seconds. And 42 minutes.
But you know what? I've noticed that. I've had a lot of sightings like near like fairs or like where people are having big events like firecrackers, fireworks, or like a fair, you know, or like all the lights and everything. That attracts them, actually. Well, they go and check that out to see what it is. And they'll sit up there and watch. Uh-oh. Michael's call dropped again. Wow. All the calls dropped. Oh, no. Everything dropped. Do I still have internet? Am I still on? It looks like I'm still streaming. Wow. Okay. I'll just go to the next one. Let's wait till they get back to me. I don't know what happened there, but everything dropped. So here we go. I'm going to... this is Turkey when the Russian jet got shot down.
All right, this is a new format. I was watching the CNN news, and they were showing Turkey shot down a Russian jet, which could start World War IV, especially with Turkey being a NATO country. This is the Russian jet crashing down to Earth. It was
Are you back,
filmed
Jeff?
by News 4.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
And I'm
good.
going to turn on the sound.
Call, you and him both
because
dropped
They're totally
at the same time.
clueless of
You and Michael both
What flies
dropped.
by.
The call dropped.
So I just want to turn on the sound first, and then
Strange, eh?
I'm going to hit play. 10 seconds into the video,
It's got to
you'll
be
see
the NSA.
this jet come crashing down, and then a UFO will fly by seconds before impact. So I'm just going to hit play, let you watch it fly by, and then I'll capture it, and I'll freeze frame it. So here we go.
The Russian fighter bomber was shot down at 6,000 feet.
Flies by
A
right here.
Turkish TV crew filmed as it fell, perfectly positioned, it seems, to ensure that the world got the message. Turkey will not accept violations of its airspace.
Not sure if you've seen that, but let me rewind it.
Seems to ensure that the
Again,
the world got the message. Turkey will not accept violations of its airspace. Seems to ensure that the world got
Gotta rewind it. Forgive me because it's YouTube.
positioned, it seems, to ensure that the world got the message.
That lady's got a
Turkey
piercing voice.
Positioned,
Damn.
it seems,
These are new
to
tools.
ensure that the world got the message.
Let me just shut her up for a minute. These are new tools that I'm trying to capture it with. So let me just back up to 5 seconds and watch. You'll see the UFO right there, just passed by. So now I'm going to try and capture
I
it.
didn't see that one. I can't see that one. Did you see it, Jeff?
I missed it.
I haven't seen it. I'm looking.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Is Michael there?
No, I was just checking. He's not there.
Guess that push.
I don't know what happened. His call dropped, and he's not calling back. I can't
with
call
me, I'm
him
learning
because it
YouTube.
just says unknown number. He's using the call-in number
Oh,
through, I think, some
This time
Google.
out, freeze
Oh,
frame.
here he
Janice
is.
comes down.
He's back.
Now that I know where it comes in.
Right on. He's back.
I'm back.
You back in black.
Can't get rid of
Are
you
you
now.
back? Are you back, or are you back with the men in black?
That's the jet.
Or you
That
just back in
right
black?
there is the
They
UFO
beamed me
that
back
flies
aboard.
by. And
They took
nobody
you for a
knows about
second?
it. I first seen it on
Yeah, they just took me around Mars real quick and then came
CNN
back.
footage.
Right on,
I
man.
waited a day
Groovy.
because it was
Groovy.
live, and I couldn't capture it, so I'm sure it was.
So where are we at? What are you guys looking at?
On YouTube.
I was
This
looking
was
at this
Channel
next
4
one where
News.
it Turkey
They were
when the
talking
Russian
about
jet
the
got
Russian
shot
jet that
down.
got shot down.
Oh, cool. I'll scratch
When
that
I
off
did,
my list.
let me turn on the volume.
Wait till
They
you
won't
see
even
this. Have you
mention
seen it?
this UFO. And as you
Yeah, I can see it now.
really does.
That one was harder
Shiny
to.
on the bottom.
Is it? It's almost like a square, like a
Shiny on
cylinder-shaped thing, eh?
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
hit. Watch how fast this thing
Like bullet-shaped
flies by, and this
or
thing
cylinder-shaped.
still falls. I'm gonna try and freeze frame.
That's weird,
by
man.
frame. If not, it's super fast. Let me just.
You
try.
haven't seen nothing
That
yet,
one's
Mike.
really, really
UFO.
fast. No shit, eh?
Gone. See.
Wow.
This thing only fell a little bit.
I'm trying to bring you guys up to the best.
Okay, let's move up to the best.
This thing flew by.
No, but look at these as don't just fully look at them. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I should have left that go through.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Let
was
'em all-
almost over
let 'em
now.
all
It was
fully
already
play.
showing it. It was showing it in slow motion already.
All right,
so
this is a new format.
I can't seem to fast forward it here.
Oh, so there's like this white
I
dot
was
there.
watching the CNN news, and they were
That's right
showing
off of
Turkey
CNN News.
shot
Yeah.
down a Russian jet, which could.
I don't know. I can't rewind it and fast forward it. So yeah, I think people should just watch the end of that one on their own. We'll go on to the next.
All right. So you just finished watching what, Turkey?
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is going to be over in Japan. This green UFO comes flying out of the left
Well, there's
to right.
there's one wolves on a hunt first. We never seen that one yet.
Want to do that one first?
Yeah, that's the next in line that I found.
All right, do it.
Where's the China one? I never see that one.
I'll put it back up there.
Okay, I'm just going through the ones that you posted in order.
Okay.
So this one's
Yeah, I
this
just
one's
noticed.
found a saucer over wolves on the hunt.
In 2007.
All right.
And 34 minutes 12 seconds into the movie, and 11 minutes 42 seconds left. Again, this guy's talking about the
So yeah, you pretty much got to be
Wolfpack tracks.
on Twitter for you to
Bison
fully enjoy this
killing
show.
So this one
hashtag
is gonna go into my
47
favorites
talk.
as well. I
And
love
this is where
animals, by
we're
the way.
posting the videos that
And
we're watching.
That's why I like.
Or you
some
can go
of
to
my
Michael
favorites
Dunning's if
that
you're listening to this
UFOs are with,
offline. Michael Dunning's
animals,
YouTube channel.
birds and stuff like that. But I don't know if you notice, I keep panning back here. I don't know if you see it, but
And this one's called
Right
Found a
there.
Saucer Fly
There's a
Over
disc.
Wolves on the Hunt.
and it's very cool. It's shiny on top, shaded on the bottom. There it is. I caught it flying by. I was just
That
watching
almost
the
looks like a
wolves.
rod
And
again.
again, in this series, I was kind of getting disappointed because I was capturing with orbs.
Yellowstone?
And they were very poor quality.
Secret
Very
Yellowstone?
distant.
Is that
They weren't pixels, they are orbs.
where that is?
Orbs that I found in this series were white orbs that I definitely seen with my eyes, and I have them on my website. And black orbs that are on my website from other people's work. I've never seen a black orb in my life. Only besides
It's like a rod.
watching them through
Yeah,
webcams
exactly what I
in
thought.
Mexico, they're prevalent
And
through
it's
the volcanoes.
it's like larger than the
volcanoes, for some
wolves.
reason, black orbs
It's really big,
live and own the volcanoes there. But
and
anyway,
it's kind of squiggly.
Yeah.
It's not like a straight rod.
Yeah.
It's like a limp rod.
And then, okay, the next one up. What the hell is going on here? Next one up. This is some of my best work. This is a silver saucer. Is that the one you want me to play next?
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
all right, while watching Secrets of the British Castles, Season 1, Episode 1. They're in Dover right now, and I thought this might be some good footage to investigate, and it paid off. 17 minutes, 41 seconds into the movie, with 26 minutes, 10 seconds left. They're talking about Dover Castle, how many times it's been attacked and things like that, and I caught that flying by right there. It's some of the most detailed I've ever seen on UFOs that I always capture. And just look at the metallic. You can see it's clearly shaded underneath, shiny on top. And the title bar is right above it. So I'm just going to remove the title bar and look at this thing. It's amazing. This is a beautiful craft. I consider this some of my best work. I don't know what the hell that thing is, but it's just definitely amazing. It has the saucer, classic saucer shape. But then when you get close into it, I've never seen any craft this detailed. I see so many different things on it, different shapes. But as you get further and further back, it looks like the hat saucer that's caught everywhere in Europe. But just look at the color in that thing and the metallic. You can see it. It's amazing. And wait till you see this thing take off. It's very hard to capture. Sometimes I question my own reality, how I have the ability to see these things and capture them. I amaze myself. But I guess they gave me this gift last year when I discovered them at Colima, or when they were in my dreams, and they'd been in my dreams ever since I've captured them in Colima in Mexico. Every day ever since then, I've been finding them. I capture about 6 UFOs a day. So I'm just going to hit play.
So you
Watch that
can't.
thing take off. It's going to be gone as soon as I hit the press play.
Dover was
Gone.
enlarged and refortified.
That's how fast
by
they are.
several English kings.
So I'm going to rewind, let it play in its entirety.
Wow, this is good.
It's going to fly by from left to right.
Dover was
Choom,
enlarged
just flew by
and
right there.
refortified by several-
And that's what caught my eye, was the metallicness of the craft.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
It's coming up right here.
Metallic. You can see
Right
the
there, it
glint.
just flew by. I just missed it.
That's a saucer-shaped one.
Just
Dover was
rewind.
enlarged
Flying through the
and
clouds.
refortified.
If you're listening without
Come up
being able
right
to
here.
see.
Try and capture it.
What is that it's flying over, Michael?
No.
What is
Fly
that?
by right there.
Dover was
Choom, just missed
enlarged
it.
and refortified.
Hey, Michael?
Yeah, I'm here.
What is that it's flying over top of? What's that stone structure?
That's you talking about the saucer?
Yeah, no, there's a stone structure that it's flying over top of.
It's like part of World War II. I guess they had a lot of ships tied up down there, and I know they did a lot of waterfront construction down there. But that's an old. In the beginning of if you start from the beginning, I call it whatever port or whatever something castle.
Yeah, it looks like a castle.
My eyes were focused to the skies. That's where my
This thing looks
that's
like the Millennium
trick.
Falcon.
Everybody's always looking down. My eyes are always looking up, behind the people.
You know, that looks like the Millennium Falcon a bit, that thing. It's a cool looking craft, man. It's got a slit along the front of it. It looks kind of It's sleek and it looks like really sportsy looking model there. Wow, it's cool looking.
It's like a Cadillac, right?
Yeah, that thing has got. It almost looked like a mouth on it, sort of. It was
Now go back to it, and I'll show you a secret after my further review. Pull it up on the screen and look at it. Jeff, if you can do the same, and I'll show you. Let me know when you guys got to the close-up of it, where you can see the ass of it. And what I mean by that is...
at the end of the video, or which one? Where do we see this? This one's called "Here is the last video for the night."
Go back to that silver craft we were just talking about. I want to show you some detail in it that you guys missed.
Oh, you mean like pause the screen and...
Yeah, pause it, and I'm going to show you some things that I found on there that have to be engineered by either mankind or aliens. You can see that detail.
Oh, yeah, I definitely did, at the end of it.
Did you see the exhaust ports?
Yeah, you can see that the thing is a mechanical device. It's a machine. It's built. It's a craft.
Machine, right?
Yeah, you can see the front of it has features on it. Like you can see where the metal is
on the end of it, and that thing is that's the exhaust port of that type of species of saucers. Different saucers I call different species, but they're different fighter jets in our world.
Yeah, that thing is definitely
you understand that
built.
analogy?
Well, it's built by either us or an advanced race. Obviously, it's built.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
can see where the metal has joined together on the seams on that last part of that, for sure.
And look at the exhaust or some type of hole. I don't know if that's the front of it or the back of it, but that's a hole used for some type of...
It's 10 seconds left. They're talking about Dover Castle. How many times?
Oh, it's Dover Castle.
It's like that. And
Dover Castle, that's what it was, yeah.
got that flying by right there.
Okay, there it is right there. Now, I got it paused on the thing.
Now, are you looking at it clearly? Look at the hole. Do you see the hole behind it? It looks like an exhaust port.
Yeah. It almost looks like there's some kind of a smoke coming out of the back, maybe too, or something coming off the bottom of it. The bottom of it looks black. There's it's jagged shape, but it's symmetrical, and it's got some kind of a slit in the front of it. Almost, it could be a window that wraps right around the whole front side. I'd say that's probably a window. When you say so, Mike?
I don't know what that. I've looked at it. There's so many things I see in that thing, mechanical, that it's a saucer, guaranteed. One of my most detailed ones. That's why I sent it to you. That is basically some of my best top 10 work.
I don't know if I.
So this one just shows up in the sky, and then you don't really see it move. You just kind of pass it by, right?
What's that?
So this one you see the one over Dover.
Yeah.
So the video, I guess they're driving by and then they catch it.
I believe so. No. They don't see it at all. If you play
I'm saying, but they're like driving by and then all of a sudden it's there, and then next thing you know, it's not.
Yeah, Jeff and Mike. Just one thing I want to set for the record. In any of my videos that we watched tonight, in any of those movies, or if you go through my entire 700 movie playlist, the crew, the actors, the people, the water boys, they didn't know that these things were flying around. And that's what I've come to conclude after watching and creating over 1,000. I actually have 20. I'll give you a number. I have 2,400 videos. So what I want to do, I want to fill up YouTube, and I keep trying to post video, and I can't fill up YouTube. It's amazing. I got 60 gigs of data up there, and it would take you a week to go through that playlist that we're looking at right now. So that's why I'm just cherry picking the best. But there is so much more that you guys need to go through. Or maybe that'll be part 2 of this next show. Because I'm having
Yeah,
a good time.
I would love to get this on YouTube Live, and then everybody can follow along, and we could show them. That'd be great.
Jeff, if you can give me your email, and then Mike, you give me your email, we can coordinate this and maybe do that next time. Because I do want to learn that. I've seen that. I've seen a little bit of that.
Jeff knows how to do it. He's already done it. He can do that for us. No problem. I think,
really?
he knows what to do. I think we use Periscope or something, or what do we use?
I use OBS. It's a broadcasting software for YouTube.
No, but how do we call into you so that you get our video too? We can do that as well. We can see each other too, and put it all on the screen, and you can see us all at the same time. That'd be cool. And then post the video underneath, and you'll see us too. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
We could do that as well, yeah. Or just have us listen to us and then post the things. But I'm sure that everyone would like to see our heads talking.
I don't know, maybe.
See 3 heads there talking to each other with headphones on. Anyways, shout out to Eric in the chat room, and I want to apologize for the repeat last night. What was said by Willie about our friend, the Reverend John Polk, is not our opinion of our show or the network. He's just a caller, and sometimes he's a bit of a jackass, but if you want us to, we will erase that part out of the show. I didn't notice it until it was brought to my attention. But sorry about that. Okay, guys. Yeah, I had to say that because I guess he got offended by some of Willie's harsh criticism.
Not nice.
Yeah. So, anyways, there's our apology. Okay. We're going to go to the next one, I think. Unless you guys need a break.
Yeah, let's do a break real quick.
Okay. I'll find something.
Just let me grab a cup of coffee real quick. Be right back. Maybe 2 minutes.
Oh, no. You got 5 minutes. Don't worry about it, man. We'll be back shortly.
For Monster Castle Paranormal.
Igor, stop that.
With the wolf.
Don't do that. Igor, stop it.
Okay. Midnight, when the moon is full. Fridays and Saturdays. So it's midnight here. Eastern Standard Time. If you're in Pacific, it would be 9 o'clock.
Monster Castle
KTLK Network, The Fringe.fm.
Renounce this superstitious and hysterical program of the MCP.
You see ghosts, you talk about them, aliens, you talk about them. Are you kidding me, Wolfman? You literally had ghosts calling on a ghost box, but you're going to lose a lot of credibility. Lake Monster gobble you up in one fucking bite. I'm calling you out, my friend. You were scared of the girl from Texas. Well, I sure wouldn't be sitting there admiring the rippling, glistening fucking muscles of the fucking marsupial.
He was hairier than this ass punch. Oh my goodness. Who in the world are you? Hollering like that. Angry as blood. Do your neighbors hear you? You must live in the forest for you to yell that loud.
The Monster Castle Paranormal Radio.
Witnesses have described it as not quite right.
Right, the wolf bag.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
drinks on the phone.
Wicked. I am the Wolf Man, and this is a Monster Cash original. Monster freaks.
invitation to avoid the nauseation, frustration, desolation, mutilation, degradation. We like to rock, and this is a donation station. Yeah, baby. Go to monstercastleparanormal.com and donate today. Keep us rocking, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was some of my original stuff there.
That was you?
Yeah, that was me, man.
Wow. It's pretty good.
Thank you. That was a while back I did that. And I'm surprised because I found it on an old cassette. And
wow.
And I was able to pull that off the cassette and put it into a digital form. I saved it basically, and wow. And it was, and I gotta say that my cassette deck that I used was not cushion eject. We are proudly against cushion eject, even though cushion eject is one of our sponsors on this show. We do not like the cushion eject. We like just normal ones that pop right out at you. Okay? Just to clarify that for Willie. We're not cushion eject supporters, are we, Jeff?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, let's get on with this. Enough silliness.
You need... Oh, sorry. I can't say it.
Go ahead, say it.
No, I was just gonna say.
What the cushion eject motto is more cushion for the pushing.
More pushing for the pushing.
Yeah. Okay, where are we at now? Let's see. Go back to TweetDeck, and then I'll go on.
Or eject for the defect.
That's a good one. This is okay. I'm at one now that says, "This is my favorite. Colima Black Fleet come out of Colima." What is Colima?
This is where it all started. Where one day when I finished my website, I
Filming a fleet right now.
I started looking through the webcams down there in Mexico, because again the Mayan pyramids, and so I just started looking through those webcams at that travel agency. They happened to have a webcam pointed at Colima, and let's get ready to play that video, and it'll speak for itself.
Oh,
it changed my life that day.
It's going right now.
So I couldn't believe it. It just started, and I took a slideshow already, but this is amazing what I'm filming. This is the mouse right here, as you can see.
Somebody got electrocuted.
As you can see, they're all around.
Holy shit! Whoa! What is that?
And
it almost
this is
looks
live.
like dirt at first, but it's not, is it?
As you can see, you'll see the time change over here.
Whoa! Holy shit! Those aren't bugs.
So right now, it's 12:44.
I call them insectoids.
58 seconds. I'll try and keep that in the video. 12:44.
They just look too dense,
seconds.
and they're too big.
And again,
And they have a
just watch
shadow
them fly
underneath them.
around.
You can see the
It's unbelievable what I'm seeing.
glint.
So I just figured
they have a glint. Each one of them has
there's
a glint.
hundreds of them.
There's about 5 different UFOs that
Yeah,
you're
there's a
seeing
whole
in this
bunch of
video.
these
They're
all around the
flying
mountain.
like a giant dogfight.
Okay, if you can't see this, what we're looking at is was it called
Anyway,
Colima
screenshotted
Mountain,
a
or
whole
what
bunch
mountain
of
is
them, so
that?
I figured I'd go live.
This is Colima volcano in Mexico.
This is a black
and
UFO
there's all
fleet
kinds of
over the
black
volcano.
objects,
Over a
a whole
volcano
bunch
in
of them
Mexico.
all around, flying all around this thing.
As you can see, these things
And
are everywhere.
they do look to me like they have some kind of a metallic glint
This is amazing.
coming off
what
them.
I'm saying.
Yes, you're correct. Some do. Some are black orbs where they don't
Literally
have that
UFOs
shininess.
everywhere, all over.
To me,
This
it
is
looked like
everything
a
I've been
saucer
hunting
battle.
for.
They were
And I
battling
just can't
each other.
believe they finally came.
Really?
Yeah, and look at the cloud formation
God,
coming
look at
out of the
all those. There's
volcano.
hundreds of them. I
Or you
gotta
should hit
screenshot
rewind
this real
and look
quick.
at that. As the cloud comes out of the volcano, it sweeps to the left of the screen. And look how the orbs are coming out of the volcano. I forgot to mention that.
Just want to save that one. That was a really good shot.
Oh.
That's how I save them in the slideshow.
You think they're
see how
coming
the
out
white
of that
smoke is coming out of the volcano
I'm telling you right now.
and it's
You
being
think-
blown to the left?
You think they're coming out of that volcano? Really?
Oh yeah. Rewind it and start it over. I'll describe it
Yeah,
to
I'm
you.
going to start screenshotting these.
Oh, by the way,
This is
happy
amazing
birthday to Blind Beaver on Skype.
Thank you.
That's my one of my musician friends that helped me do the music
footage.
that you just
Hundreds of
listened
them. Look
to.
at all.
Blind beaver.
Go around the
Yeah,
screen and show
that's
you
his
what's here.
that's his Skype name.
I hope that's a stage name.
Yeah, no, it's Pete. That's Pete. He
There's
plays
one right
different
there.
instruments. I can't say bass player or guitarist because he plays different things. He can play drums too. Everyone in my band can switch instruments from
Musical
drums.
chairs, man.
Yeah,
Musical
from
chairs.
drums to guitar to bass to keyboards, whatever. We're all good on all of it.
Kind of like these orbs. They're playing
there.
musical chairs.
Yeah.
Or these insectoids.
I'm
I
just
can see a
watching
glint
all
on
of
it.
That's
Yeah.
what
These guys will fly away in a second. And again, this is live.
How big do you think those are?
About 30 to 40 feet in diameter.
Wow.
How did
big?
you figure that out though?
Because Kalima's 18,000 feet in height.
Okay.
These things are huge, is what you're
That
looking
is
at.
amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can see them way off in the distance, and they're very solid looking
I just
in
think
the sky.
are
So that they
these
have
guys
a
finally
definite shadow.
showing themselves, and
For
me
a
being
shadow
able
to be that
show you
distinct,
guys
it has to be
everything.
pretty solid, big object,
And again, this
right,
is
Jeff?
live.
Yeah, no, I think so. I mean, they're not fuzzy. They're clear.
48.
And they're not bumblebees, trust me.
And again, they
Well,
are.
if you
Are there
ever get
bumblebees in
stung
Colima?
by- You wouldn't
No,
want
what
to be
triggered
stung
this
by one of
was-
those.
These aren't bumblebees.
I tried to
way too big and
videotape the
massive.
screen.
They look
and
heavy.
They were all there.
They look weighty, you know. It almost does look like wings, though, that I see on some.
Some
I
of them
gotta
do
say.
have wings, yeah. And
Almost
there's,
looks like I
I
see
said, there's
wings.
about 7 different crafts in there. There's this one that looks like an acorn, and it's metallic, and it clearly shines the sun off
This
of
won't
it.
be in the archives. I noticed they delete them.
Oh, so they're different.
So it's 12:48, 58.
Is there like 2 different distinct
See how
kinds
they're
that
flying
once you
around.
zoomed in, or is there 3, or how
Times
many different
ticking on
kinds?
There's 5 different kinds.
49, 5
Wow.
seconds.
Oh man, that's mind blowing, man. I hope everybody can find this. What we're looking at.
That's a big one right there.
Well, you know,
Really interesting
bumblebees
stuff.
actually don't fly like usually during the day like that. They usually fly like in low light conditions.
I have pictures of these things flying through the clouds and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
They're
we
not
know these
bugs.
aren't
Wow.
bumblebees.
Let me
Well, yeah,
screenshot
like you
this
just
one.
said, he's seen pictures. He's got pictures where they fly through the clouds, so proving that they're not bees.
Yeah.
But okay, let's check this chat room. Is that one of us, or is it in the video? Somebody's alarm is going off.
No, that was my son calling me.
Oh, okay. If you gotta take a call from your son, we would be pleased to give you that courtesy. There's no
No,
problem.
Mike, it's in the video that you're watching.
Oh, okay. That's what I said. Is that alarm in the video, or is it you?
It's in the video.
Okay. And we're going. I'm gonna check the top of this chat here.
That's my son calling me.
There's no one saucer. Okay.
Yeah, he kept bugging me because he was sitting outside in the car. I was trying to film what I couldn't believe was, coming out of the volcano, and he just kept calling me over and over. You'll hear that in the background.
I got a suggestion for you, Michael. For your YouTube videos,
Those 2 doubles.
Uh-huh.
And watch
maybe
this. Look at the time.
the way you titled them,
And they'll be gone.
you could be a little more discreet about it and just put, pick video 1 or video 2 and then number them. Number them. And it'd be way easier for us to find stuff. Like, give each one a number.
If you become a subscriber, you could do keyword search and go right. You could do like pyramid UFOs. Or
Okay. I did. I'll get
if you want
used
to
to
pass that on to your followers and say that. Because
Yeah.
then that's how I'm finding them right now.
Okay. Because he's got so much stuff.
I can't even remember 700 videos of what's out there.
Yeah. Okay. You can find them by keyword anyways. That's what I like. If you started numbering them from now on, it would because I have a feeling it's going to get pretty complicated. You might want to number them.
Especially because I only uploaded half of my work, so maybe that's a good idea.
It is. Trust me. And then when you want to show someone, you just go to this video number, and then you can keep a log of what number it is and what's on it, and that way you get the keyword search plus the number. Because this is going to get even more complicated the more you get. Anyways, just my
And
suggestion.
they're pretty much gone.
No, I hear you.
But as you're saying,
That's a good idea.
Right on. Okay. Here's another one.
Now, Mike,
Yeah. What time is it?
I just sent you an exclusive. This is new work, my very latest. And it's kind of scary because what you seen just now was the volcano, right? With all the things flying around.
Yeah.
Now look for the latest one I just posted to 47 Talk.
Okay. This is another video of Colima.
Exactly. Now play this one and prepare to be amazed. Because on this day,
right
I
now
think I was...
in Colima, as you can see.
Okay, go ahead. I'll pause it for a sec. Will you? tell us that? What were you going to say, Michael?
On this day, for some reason, I think I was tapped into the government feed, because I think the government watches these video cameras to learn more about these species. And I read an article online that Russia actually tapped into these Mexican videos as well to study these species. And Jeff asked me about being, fearful of what I'm, putting out because of my work. And yeah, I told you I'm fearful for my kids, not because of me, because again, I'm retired military, but I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing is against national policy.
I don't think so. That's freedom of
stuff that I
information.
put out there, other countries can take that and reverse engineer it and then, apply it to their armies and then apply it to us.
They can't reverse engineer just pictures that you're showing, stuff that you notice on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if I showed you some of the stuff that they knocked down, they're basically telling me, no, that's too detailed. Take that down.
Oh, so maybe it is ours. Maybe that was ours then.
Huh?
It could have been stuff that's ours, our secret, like from the U.S. secret black ops stuff.
Yeah.
Like some stealth thing that they don't want other countries to see. Then that's different. Then that means it's not a UFO.
Was the most authentic. It was the most authentic videos. A lot of them.
Well, yeah. Well, everybody's always wondering, is that one of ours, or do we have that technology yet? And I'd say we have some stuff that's probably close to that flying saucers, and I wouldn't doubt they do have anti-gravity, something that's silent and floats around. I actually do think the big triangles that are spotted are ours. I think those are ours because I've never heard of.
I agree.
I've never heard a story once when people cite those. They go over silently, slowly. I've never heard anyone say that they've seen one shoot up into the sky and disappear.
Although the one in Stevens, somewhere Texas or Arizona, did you see that one? The Arizona Lights or something like that?
Yeah, holy smokes. I just realized we're almost at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Man, we got 7 minutes left. I forgot we started early, so damn. Okay, yeah, and Moot Boy's asking if you are retired military. Yes, he is, sir.
Want to see one more of Kalima?
Okay, yeah, let's... which...
Now, in this footage...
Oh, yeah, I paused it. Okay, here it goes.
Are going, and this is live, and for some reason it's amazing what I'm seeing on here. I can't believe it. For some reason they're time-lapse. They're not time-lapsing it anymore. This is like every second, and watch what comes into this frame set. It's amazing.
Just watch what you're about
They're
to
all over.
see.
They're just coming in and out of the clouds. Well, just watch. You'll see them start popping up.
Oh, wow. That's magical, man. You can see them just popping in and out. Now, I've seen this before.
And it's not time-lapse, it's fluid, so you could literally see them flying around. It's amazing.
And this
see that? Look at that.
But
Did you
it's
see that?
the first time it's ever been live, second
That's
per second.
mind-blowing.
So he's usually time-lapse, like
He's like
every
a
5
gift
seconds.
And so
from
this was from some
distorts their flight pattern.
camera that they have.
You could
That
clearly
you said
see
that
they're
you're not
coming in
even
and
sure
out of the
why they would have
clouds.
the camera there.
Just
The
blown
government.
away what I'm
Yeah.
capturing.
So it's government footage from Mexico, though, right?
And both are working in collaboration.
It's gonna be gone.
Oh, it shows the website right there where you got it off.
Filming this. and
Yeah, I posted a link to the
Someone could always slow it
camera
down if they
feed.
want.
You can check it out now.
but this
dark,
footage is
but-
just amazing what I'm capturing. You'll see more.
Nice,
come
thank
to
you,
the frame
Jeff.
set
You're
here.
awesome, man.
Hey, if you guys find someone that finds one, have them tweet me, because that's a little game I play with my fans, my friends, my peers, my neighbors. They go to these websites, and when they go to the cams, they don't see anything. As soon as I go to the webcam, they're there waiting for me, and that's scary. That really messes with my
So
reality.
I'm just letting it play.
Oh, wow. Oh,
But
you
is
were
it-
trying to explain that to me before, and I didn't quite follow what you meant by that. Now I get it. So it's almost like
coming
they
in
wait
and
till
out.
you're watching through a video feed
hundreds
and
of
then
them
appear.
like
So that
right
is
there,
even
shoot
freakier than what happens to me or other people that I've talked to. I get this My hair stands on end,
this is second
and I feel
by
like someone's
second.
watching me, and I just look up, and there it is.
That's how I feel when I kind of like that, but it's kind of like more of a
They look like little fleas.
instinct of a thought. Not
jumping in
I don't
and
hear
out of the clouds.
voices, but they just say, or I think to myself, let me just go to this webcam and see what's.
That's using your intuition. That's everyone has this ability, and you got to listen to those little voices, man. Everyone, that's a great thought to end the show. And if you want to
See that one just coming
tell
out.
everyone anything else, we're going to be
Saucer.
back with this guest for sure, folks, because
Just flew.
I didn't know how to approach this,
Now they're starting to
and so I decided the format I was going to
They are
use was try to
super fast.
look at the YouTube
These aren't
videos
birds.
and then talk
These
about
are
them.
UFOs. And again,
But this
Kalima.
is an experimental show, so I'm trying something
I think
different.
we did pretty good.
Come out
I think we
on
did.
film, That Kalima.
And Jeff's going to help us next time. I think we're going to set this up a
They're in
lot
fleet right now
better.
as I speak. They're just flying.
We'll
And
have-
I'll set up a better playlist.
And then we'll be broadcasting live off YouTube.
Yep,
so
I can do a
fast, you'll see
live
it coming out of the
YouTube, and we
clouds.
can
That's when it
we can
starts
show the
over.
videos real time, pause them, play them back.
Really?
Be awesome.
Yeah.
I try to zoom in
Yeah,
on
can
one.
you-
It's
can I
gone,
get your
so I'm
email?
just letting this film.
Oh, yeah, we'll hook you up right up. Stay on the line after the
Watch
show.
Right there. See that one
Which
just
is
Well,
a-
flying?
Mike, can you just, Mike, I already got your email. Can you just shoot me and copy him?
And
Oh, yeah. I can send
Slow
you.
down this
I can send you
footage
his
to watch
all his
them
contact
come in and
information.
look at that guy right there. Just floating.
Right after the show, I'll do that. Or you
Okay.
can just give it to him.
Yeah,
in his,
I don't know what I'm going to see
Jeff
because this is
can
actual live.
get into your Twitter
Look at that
and then
sauce
just send
right
you a
there.
direct message
Gone.
with all his stuff.
Yeah,
How do I
I've
find
been
him on
following you
Twitter?
for
I'm still
quite a
learning
while,
all these
so.
media sites.
Yeah, no problem, man. We're gonna hook you up. That's why.
Okay.
That's why I thought this guy is awesome, and he needs a little bit of help. That's why I just grabbed you up.
Yep, just find Jeff the Gray.
Every now and
You'll
then
find
one will
me.
get a-
Well,
every
you
now
guys
and
are
then
both
one
in
will fly right
47
up on the
Talk, so you
camera.
should be able to link up pretty easily on Twitter. Twitter's awesome for that, man. I love Twitter for that.
I just want to let you guys know, ever since I blew up on Twitter, since January 1st, I've been really putting my work out.
Those two right there just flew.
I've
around.
actually met people that, this one kid was telling me what he sees. He goes, I got this thing over my house. This is a picture of it. And he's in Florida. And then I get another person saying, Mike, look, I got this. My little girl's seeing it. She drew a picture of it, but now I just caught a video of it. And it was the exact same thing. So I paired the both up together, and now they're both in touch talking about this thing, and they're keeping me in the loop. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm still thinking, how did you blow up? Like, you blew up on Twitter?
I just started putting my work up there with tweets. If you, both of you guys go to my tweets and just go down my timeline and just look at the amazing still frame pictures I was putting out,
I want to blow up.
I thought my blow up means like getting popular real fast overnight. Like I
Oh.
put my work out
It's not
there
like,
and then
he
went to
blew it
bed
up
that
good.
Friday night with like maybe 100 followers. I woke up, or I actually didn't even check everything. By the time Monday morning rolled around, I had like 800 followers.
That's awesome, buddy. We are out of here. Thank you for listening to Monster Castle Paranormal Radio. Good night, everyone. Say good night, Jeff.
Good night. Thank you, guys.
Good night, everyone.
All right. Thanks for listening, folks. And everyone in the chat room, thanks for helping us out. Luke Boy. And I love Jefferson D's little pictures. They're funny too, man. Great to have him in there. Yeah, stay on for a minute, okay?
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the network or anyone affiliated. There will be mature and possibly immature content. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. As a matter of fact, I probably wouldn't listen at all. It's very poorly produced. Take me to your leader.
Welcome to the Monster Castle Radio Show. For the extreme paranormal listener. And here is your host, the Wolfman, Mike.
This is where the real freaks hang out, alright? Yeah.
Good evening, and welcome to the Monster Castle. And we are here on Monster Castle Paranormal. Welcome, everybody. Happy St. Patty's Day. I hope y'all are indulging in the sacred liquid of green-colored, possibly malted beverages or Irish whiskey. Yes, indeed. How you doing, Adam? Awesome, brother. And let's see, what do we got today? I believe I think we're just going to go right into Monster Castle News with Adam Strange.
The rocky kraken of Antarctica. Last June, intrepid Google Maps explorers found what they believed was a sea monster near Antarctica. Possibly, they thought, evidence of the legendary kraken. Like, unleash the kraken. According to Wikipedia, the Bishop of Bergen, Norway, Eric, and his Norwegian last name, apparently, once claimed the monstrous many-armed kraken was so large that unsuspecting seafarers often mistook it for an island. Its most dangerous quality, he said, was not its wild appendages or gnawing teeth, but rather the whirlpool it would leave behind as it vanished back into the sea. Did it really exist, though? That's a conversation for another day, but the Google Maps image would at first glance offer a solid maybe. You can check it out for yourself at coordinates that I will be posting in the Spreaker chat room shortly.
Nice.
Unfortunately, while some may have allegedly mistaken the kraken for an island, sometimes it turns out islands are mistaken through kraken or other things. The strange anomaly, the kraken, because I'm not saying kraken enough, we see on Google Maps is an actual sail rock of the South Shetland Islands, coincidentally located right under a place called Deception Island. The 30-meter tail rock resembles a sail and itself has confused many seafarers into thinking it was actually a ship. To the satellites, the waving splashes against the rock almost look like waves from a creature rising out of the ocean. So the mystery is solved, I guess. Another alleged sea monster was discovered on Google Maps back in 2014. This one appeared as a long snake-like shadow in the water, but was quickly dismissed as nothing more than the wake of a tiny boat, barely visible on the satellite image. Of course, these ordinary explanations are what you'd expect from those who'd seek to conceal the existence of sea monsters and other bizarre phenomena. Just rocks, just wakes, likely stories. And that is the news.
Awesome, thank you. That was pretty groovy, man. So there's like, I kind of misunderstood. They solved. There is no kraken. Is that what I take out of that?
The jury, I guess, is still out on that one.
Wow. Okay. Shout outs to Eric and Spreaker chat room, who's sending us a donation to Monster Castle Paranormal. Thank you, Eric. We really need it right now. Internet charges are due tomorrow. Thank you. Oh man, that really helps me out, actually.
And for everyone out there, I just posted the coordinates in Spreaker chat.
Okay. Now, I believe we have to introduce our guests. Now, tonight we have Gordon Roop with us. Gordon, are you there?
Hey.
How are you?
I am cool in the gang, brother. How are you?
Oh, awesome, man. And we have Ellen Doherty from Mysterious Holidays. She's back.
Hello. How are you?
Great. It's fantastic to have you.
It's great to be here.
All
Hi,
right.
Gordon.
Hey, how you doing, Ellen?
Great, thanks. How are you?
I'm not dead yet.
No, me neither.
But the dead is your business, though, right?
Yeah.
What part of Ireland are you in?
We're in the southeast corner down in Wexford.
So
Very
it's
south-
like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. there?
Yes, and I just get the impression that your hour changed since the last time we spoke. Did it? Did your hour move?
Oh, yeah. No, we go up. We spring forward, fall back. So in the spring it goes ahead, in the fall it goes backwards.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet. So the last time I was on, it was an hour later. Now it's 4:15.
Yeah, I had to look it up on my phone. I was going by the time in Belfast. I wasn't sure where you were, so I'm like...
This is a tiny island. We're all on the same time.
Well, I don't know that. I'm an American. I'm ignorant. You got to,
Yeah. Likewise, for me, I'm so far away from you over there, so we'll have to forgive each other.
Well, I'm in America. Mike and Adam are in Canada.
Yeah.
So this is truly an international flavor show going on.
Yeah, great.
Oh, yeah. And, hey, Gordon, could you tell us a little bit, tell the audience a little bit about yourself? He's an author, and...
I is a writer. I write mainly nonfiction, historical pieces. My last book was called The Wrong Tombstone, about the assassination of Abraham Lincoln and how John Wilkes Booth possibly survived that day in the barn where he supposedly was killed. I've written about the JFK assassination. I've written about Jonestown, Reverend Jim Jones, and his
cool.
I've written about Heaven's Gate, which is a similar cult.
Do you happen to have the recipe for purple Kool-Aid then?
You know what? The purple? No. The red? Yeah. But today it would be green, wouldn't it? So we'd have to change that up too.
Oh, people are asking if you're a guest co-host tonight. Yes, I suppose. But he's really just a guest. But he can you can do whatever you want with us tonight.
I ask questions.
Yeah,
That's my job.
People can ask you questions as well. You're
exactly
an authority on history and many other things. But yeah,
I wouldn't say authority, but thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's said to me all day.
Well, there you go. And Darren, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Made it home just in time.
Oh, wow. Cool. So, Ellen, happy St. Patty's Day. Do you guys have...
Thank you.
You do?
Thank you. And for us, it's all over. I was in bed and I had to get up.
Well, yeah, but I did tell you to get drunk tonight, didn't I?
You did, and I am.
Oh, right on. Beautiful.
You did?
Party
I am.
on.
I take my orders very literally.
What about your husband? Is he up with you or no?
No, I left him in bed.
Oh, is
he's
he?
asleep. He is getting up in 2 hours to milk a herd of
that's
cows.
right. Yeah, he's got to get up. So he couldn't get drunk too.
No, but we put them out eating green grass today, so they'll have green milk.
Nice.
Did you have an Irish coffee, or what did you start off with?
Well, there's a thing. Did you know that the Pope where does he live in Italy drinks a wee drop of what do you call that? The green liqueur. Oh, I can't think of the name of it.
Absinthe?
But anyway, no.
That was the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, absinthe?
No,
That
that
came
mint.
to
What's
my
it
mind
called?
as well.
Anyway, we started with a drop of that yesterday morning.
Well, I would imagine Irish coffee in Ireland isn't Irish coffee. It's just coffee, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's an Americanization of it.
Yeah. We have, people still make poaching. Poaching is illegal. It's what they used to brew from anything they could. Like they used to brew it from potatoes, barley. So it's an illegal alcohol that they made in ditches or in their backyards or somewhere. And the excise man used to come and look for them and find them and send them to jail. So people still make it, and that's what you should really put in Irish coffee.
Wow, now if I recall correctly, that's like it's a liqueur, but it's like super thick, right?
Yeah, and it's not that it's thick; it's just that it's very high in alcohol because people didn't know what they were doing and they didn't know how to regulate it, so it was always lethal.
Wow, I didn't. Now that part I didn't know.
There you are.
Ugh.
No.
I've never wanted to be that drunk ever.
Yeah, but you only put a little bit in.
Oh, that sounds great. So did you drink any green? Do they drink green beer up there or anything?
No. Do you know what? That started in America.
Yeah, I wondered that.
Yeah, they started to copy it now. You can get green beer in certain places. It doesn't appeal to me. Well, I don't like beer anyway, so I wouldn't be drinking it, but...
Is St. Patty's Day a big deal over there? I heard it's not as like it is in America.
Well, you see, you have much bigger populations, so over there everything is bigger than it is here, but it is a big deal here still. It's the National Day, and it's a bank holiday here, and only a few people work, so everybody goes to a parade, especially if they have children.
Okay.
So it is a big deal.
Oh, they have a parade and everything.
Yeah, they have. Years ago, when I was a child, they only had a parade in cities and towns. Now they're in every village all over the country. And I've moved to the country. I used to live in Dublin, so I've moved to the country. But you know what? The little parades in small places are great because you know everybody. So you know the person coming along with his tractor, pulling a float, and whatever team is involved, you understand it.
Yeah.
So it's not like in Dublin where you've got to apply to be part of the parade and you're anonymous.
Well, with St. Patrick, I mean, with him being celebrated in Ireland, because he was a bishop, wasn't he?
Yeah, but do you know something? He was a bishop, apparently. He was kidnapped by slavers and he was brought over here, and there's a dispute about whether he's from the north of France or from Wales. Anyway, wherever he was from, he arrived here and he was minding sheep, and he used to pray every day that he'd get home, and several years later he did get home. But I heard something interesting about him the other day, and it was that he was married. So apparently there was this wife, and they have a name for her and everything. So that's new to me.
That's kind of interesting. How can
the first married priest?
Yeah, how can a supposedly Catholic priest be married?
Well,
yeah, I don't know.
But there's also the what is it? The theory of two Patricks, because it's like after he was kidnapped by the pirates, it wasn't the same Patrick that came back, or I don't remember. I remember bits and pieces, but
oh, yeah, I haven't heard. I don't know. We still like to think that the real Patrick came back.
Yeah, I'm going by memory, because my great grandmother was fresh off the boat. She was from Enniskillen.
Oh yeah, the north.
And so she had the thick accent, and she would tell me these stories, and so I know bits and pieces. It's just I'm just trying to go off of memory, and let's face it, I'm an old man and my memory's not what it used to be.
Yeah, but you've gathered a lot of information on the way. Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't heard that before. But you know something? they didn't keep records very well back then. There was nothing written, so it
Yeah.
was all word of mouth. So you know, the stories went in every direction.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, exactly.
And another question. You probably didn't notice your your grandmother's accent, did you?
Oh, yes, I did. She had very thick accent.
Oh.
Yeah, Graham had, like, oh my God. Sometimes when it was impossible to understand her.
Oh. Because when you grow up with somebody, you don't notice those things.
Well, it was because my grandmother and my mother had, were very American accent, as it were. And then you talk to Graham, and it was polar opposite,
Yeah.
So I think that's why I noticed it was because of the differential.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting.
But I don't want to. I'm like, I can feel the dirty stare from Mike. I'm getting like, I'm taking over.
Talking. Yeah.
I'm taking over his show.
Okay, we got a question from the Spreaker chat room. And it's is it true about the Mick, the abbreviation before the last name, like Mick, and the C is if it's up at the top, then you're from the north, and if the C is at bottom, then you're from the south? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, never heard anything about
MC, the you abbreviate, say like McDonald's. And if the C is at near the top of the M, or the no, that's not true. Eh?
No, that could not happen if you just think about it. Because years ago, when we had Mick at the top and Mick at the bottom, they would have been writing by hand. Then they got typewriters. They didn't make typewriters. No. That's a myth.
I just I have seen it. When it's written by hand, that reminds me of way back when people used to actually do handwriting.
Yeah. Way back then, remember?
Yeah, we went to school.
Some kids don't even know cursive anymore.
We had to write with our right hand, and if you were left-handed, you had to write with your right hand, or you'd be whipped. Right?
Back in 1881.
Yeah. Yeah, they were cruel back then.
Oh, yeah.
But do you know what that does? I know it's a terrible thing to do to a child, but nowadays you, in we're living now, you should use your other hand because it's good for your brain. It wakes it up, it makes it think, and it's making it learn something. Sorry, that's my alarm going off. That's my alarm to get up.
All right,
to be
it's
on the
time
radio.
to get up. All right, everybody. Yeah. Get up now.
I was an hour behind, yeah.
Yeah, it's time to get up and drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, you should use your other hand for drinking.
Well,
I'm using
from
both.
what I
Tonight,
hear, Mike's used to using his other hand, but that's for other things.
No, actually, I'm double fisting it tonight. I've got a beer in each hand, and they're both green.
Why are both your hands
my
green?
left hand tonight drinking?
Actually, they weren't green, but I left them out a little too long. Sitting out, so started turning.
Anyone have a green thumb?
I don't want to waste it.
Oh, see, there's Adam. Yeah, green thumb. See?
Oh, yeah. So I want to ask you, Ellen, about this myth from Ireland. What are they called again? Gordon?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Silkies?
Silkies.
No, he's in the sky. Sulky. Oh, sulkies.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Have you heard about sulkies? Oh, before we go on to sulkies, you seem to get, my brother lives in America, so I get this from him. So you seem to find out all these things about, that's travelers. That's a traveler custom. He was talking to me a couple of years ago, and he was saying that there was an article over there about Irish communions and the way the children were dressed like little brides.
Oh,
do you know
yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
For Catholic communion. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a traveller custom, and those kids would have been making their communion because they go. You want to see what they do. It's incredible. Anyway, sulkies is a traveller custom, and a sulky is usually one man on a two-wheeled cart, and a pony will pull it, and they have races, and they take over the roads. Like there could be 4 or 5 of them abreast on a road, and they're extremely dangerous. And there's an awful lot of that down in Limerick. Limerick is in the southwest of the country, and they just take over the whole road, and it's a huge cultural thing for them.
The one that we were referring to was the myth of the seal that turns into a woman once it hits land.
Is that Irish?
It's actually it's listed as Irish and Scottish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because all day he's been bothering me. He's like, I don't know what it's a thing with the seal. And I'm okay. I'll look into it.
Oh, no, that it could be more of a Scottish thing than an Irish thing, because I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
See, I hadn't heard of it before today, so because I've heard of like the water fairies and the sirens and the banshees and traditional Irish folklore, but I'd never heard of a selkie.
Well, I didn't either as Irish.
Oh, okay. See, we're
what about?
And I've just Googled sulky, and everything that comes up is those two-wheel carts that I'm talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So, what did you learn about it, Gordon? When I was the one who asked Gordon earlier before the show about this, and I think you looked it up, right, bro?
Yeah. Because the Wikipedia page is spelled Selkie. Mythological creatures found in Irish, Scottish folklore. Similar creatures are also described in Icelandic traditions. Selkies are said to live as seals in the sea, but shed their skin to become human on land.
Yeah, that's what I've heard before. I was just wondering if Ellen had heard of that. What about you, Adam? You're
Here, I'm going to post the
Irish
Wikipedia
too,
thing in the chat room.
Right on. Okay. You can also post on #47talk on Twitter, which I should probably check into and see who's all there. I haven't checked yet. Yeah, so it's Selkie.
Selkie.
Yeah, interesting. What about you, Adam? Have you heard of that?
I can't say that I have, no.
'Cause you've got some Irish background too, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I'm 43% Irish yet.
How did you figure out 43%? Like, did you measure your DNA or something?
I did actually. Yeah.
Does that mean you like to fight?
So we only have to 43% kiss you.
And send it to Ireland, and what do you know?
So only have to
Did
kiss
you
him.
really?
I did, yeah.
Wow.
Are you serious?
And where else are you from?
I also have Scottish blood in me, and I have Roman blood as well, and Native American blood as well, and French, British, German, Norwegian, all over the place.
You're a complete mongrel.
So you basically drink a lot of blood.
Roman, that's
not
pretty
really.
cool.
Oh. Anyways,
my brother did that, and we're pretty much the same. I guess I don't really need to do it because my brother did it, and we had some ancestors from Israel area,
Wow.
which I found fascinating. I was surprised.
Yeah.
where's Jeff tonight, Darren? Do you know where Jeff is? Jeff the Grey, where are you?
He said he might make an appearance. He's working tonight. Tomorrow night's the night he usually can do more. He said he never woke up last week. He was so tired.
But
he'll be back tomorrow. He'll be on tonight too, I think.
I figured he'd be out, revelry and,
He's working.
He's got to work.
But he's going to call.
Man. Well, I hope when he calls, he gets a few Irish whiskeys in him.
I wanted to ask. I do want to say something kind of on a serious note.
Alrighty then.
If it's
No,
okay with
everybody
you
be
guys.
That's pretty hard for us to do on this show. Outright. Everybody
Okay,
try
we'll
to
try
be
to get
serious.
serious
Okay, hang on. I'm concentrating. Okay, go ahead.
This past week, a friend of mine, Alan Janowski, passed away, and he was a celebrated writer. He wrote a piece about 9/11, the Twin Towers that got recognized by President Bush himself. But he passed away at the young age of 55, and yesterday was his birthday. And today, and sadly enough, today was his funeral. So I just wanted to say a personal, condolences to his family and how much he was respected by his peers and how much he'll be missed. That's all I didn't want to take the show down, but sorry.
Now, let's have a cheers to him.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers
To Alan.
All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah.
Cheers. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Catalina from Spreaker chat room says there was a movie about these silkies, or selkies, with Colin Farrell in it. Anybody know what that was called? Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. Colin, how do you spell it? Farrell? Okay, never mind.
COLINFARRELL.
It was made in 2009. It was called Ondine, Ondine, ONDINE.
Oh, it must be the name, is it, of the woman?
Movie. I'm not sure. It's a romantic drama written and directed by Neil Jordan. Oh, wow. And again, I'll just put that in the chat room. That way everybody could be like, okay. See, okay, so Catalina, I appeased her. She said that's it. So, wow, I'm like all kinds of useful tonight. It's weird. My wife would be so proud.
You're awesome, buddy. So, do you know anything about the history of St. Paddy's Day in America, Gordon?
I'm not too. I know more about it from the old country, from when Graham used to tell stories about it. Because there's nothing like hearing a story about a 9-year-old girl getting drunk. You just don't forget that.
That didn't happen. What are you talking about?
No, because they'd pass the mash.
Yeah.
She never called it whiskey. She always called it mash. They'd pass the mash, and we'd have a grand old time. And you hear the stories. As far as the Americanization of it, I don't really know. I know, let's see, there's the myth of his staff, right, that turned into a tree, like St. Patrick's staff turned into a tree.
Oh my God, I don't know where you're getting these stories. That, you see, the story I know about his staff is when he was being ordained, somebody had a big staff and they banged the ground with it, but his foot was there, so it went through his foot, and he thought it was part of the ceremony, so he just stood there. That's the only story I know about his staff with St. Patrick.
Well, because it's his walking. Let's see. I'm trying to. Like I said, most of this I'm going just on memory. Because there's that. There was he banished all the snakes. He was able to speak with what was it? The elders of Ireland, like the old ghosts of Ireland or something like that.
Yeah, it would have been the chieftains. They would have been the elders.
And because like I said, I'm just trying to go off of memory.
Yeah.
As far as the Americanization of it goes, I'm really not all that familiar. I don't know, guys. Anybody?
Well,
No,
the only
I'm
thing
hoping
I
Ellen
know
knows
about
better
him.
than we do. I'm not sure. Do you know about how it took off in America differently than in Ireland, and why? St. Paddy's Day?
Yeah, well, we always we stand with our mouths open at what the Americans do compared to what we do. But it's because
why's that?
Because you see, The population is bigger, so the crowds are there, the interest is there to make things different. I think it was the Americans who started dyeing rivers green. And then you see American people are very, people come here with their American accents and they tell us they're Irish. And when I was a child, I used to say, what are they talking about? But it's their roots, and their roots are very important to them. So they grab St. Patrick's Day by the horns because they just want to celebrate where they're from. And while we go on over here and we have our little parades and we half-heartedly go and we look at them and we clap hands, they go all out over there. So that's what I think. It's got bigger and bigger and bigger. And we just stay the same.
No, that makes sense.
People want to reconnect with their Irish roots at least once a year here, and living over there, you're always connected. So that makes sense that they would celebrate a little more wildly over here, I would imagine.
Yeah, but there's also more money over there, you've got to remember. So they can do things in a bigger way.
Right. How many people live in Ireland?
4.5 million.
So about the size of Los Angeles or something.
Yeah.
In the whole country. Yeah, it's not too many.
Yeah.
How many big cities are there?
Big cities, we've 3. We've Dublin, Belfast, Cork. Then there's Galway's a smaller city. And Limerick.
And Cork is, from what I understand, a very, very small town.
Yeah, it is. By comparison to America, these places are not cities. They're villages.
Well, yeah. Well, let's see. Who is it? The most famous person out of Cork is Graham Norton, I think.
Oh yeah, jeez. You've heard of Graham Norton? Yes, he is.
I watch BBC a lot, so I'm, and growing up, I had British neighbors, so I'm very familiar with the slang. The dog's bollocks. People. You say that to people, they're like, "What are you talking about?" No, it's the dog's bollocks. Bob's your uncle. Who's Bob?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm familiar with some of it.
Yeah, no, Graham Norton is fantastic. He's a desperate drinker. The man is always drunk, but he is from Cork.
Oh, really? I didn't know he was. Oh, okay. I didn't know he was a lush. That explains a lot, though.
Yeah.
See, Mike, you would dig Graham Norton. At the end of his show, he has people sit in a chair and tell a story, right?
Does he electrocute people?
No, he dumps them over.
After making him tell the story?
Oh my gosh, he pushes the chair over?
Well, no, it's on a switch. It's on a switch. So if he doesn't like the story, he pulls the switch and they dump over.
Well, that's a great idea. We should do that on our show.
Well,
you tell a story, and then if it's not good, Wolfman can electrocute him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The presenter is the one in charge of whether he thinks it's a good story or not.
Yeah, so it's pretty novel.
Yeah, or you can always just one of those, right? Anyways, I wanna say thanks to everyone who gave their positive healing vibrations out to my mom, who had a heart attack last Sunday. And she's recovering very well in London, Ontario. And if anyone wants to send positive vibes out there, send them to Victoria Hospital in London. And her name is Loretta, in the cardiac unit there. So
yeah, wishing her all the best.
Wolfman, do you know what happened? Did she have a blocked artery?
Yeah, it was a blockage. They had to do a double bypass.
Okay.
And
she's fine. She made it.
She everything's good. She's recovering very well. She's already she's a nut. She's already joking with the staff. She's a nut.
Everybody that I know that has survived the bypass surgery itself lives to be very, very old. I mean, bypasses are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I have an uncle that had a triple bypass when he was 30 or 35, and he's like almost 80 now. And that was like when they first started doing them. So I bet she'll be fine.
Yeah, wish her all the best.
Yeah, thanks so much, everybody. Really appreciate it. All your support through this. I can't believe how many people reached out to me, and thank you so much. I don't know how to say it, but when I had so much support behind this and that, I gotta say, it brought tears in my eyes a couple times.
Oh.
So.
She feel well soon.
Yeah, and she's probably gonna recover really quickly because she's got a great attitude and a sense of humor, and they'll probably want to get her out of there before she drives everyone nuts.
So they'll work really hard at it, Michael.
All right, okay. What we should do next is we're gonna take a short break, and I believe I've got something lined up here. Where is it now? I picked something out really groovy for St. Paddy's Day. Music from, let's see what we got. All right. Oh, here we go. And interesting.
You broke it, didn't you?
It sounds like a broken record.
My lord, it's a broken record, and this is the Dropkick Murphys. I'm shipping up to Boston. We'll be right back on Monster Castle Paranormal. All right.
Savior rests while on his cross we died. Monster Castle. Paranormal. Radio. Monster Castle. Paranormal. Digital radio. KTLK. Yeah, the Fringe FM.
Fiddle with them.
Yeah, you fiddle.
Got to fit, really?
He's a fiddler.
Oh, see, I thought James Cruz was bad with the puns, man. Oh, God.
Ellen, do you know much about St. Patrick?
Yeah, I know what we learned growing up. You know, we learned all the bits and pieces as fact, and we believed them. So it's only now I'm learning that, you know, they're not really as believable as I thought they were when I was growing up. So, were you going to ask me a question?
Well, I was just wondering. I was just reading here about St. Patrick. At the age of 16, he was captured by a group of Irish pirates, where they brought him to Ireland, where he was enslaved and held captive for 6 years.
Yeah.
And then the Lord
they
spoke
brought
to
him
him.
over, and they brought him over, and he had to. They put him minding sheep, because in those days they hadn't thought of penning them in. So these people used to mind them at night, and he was a minder, and he hated it. Would you blame him?
No, not at all.
And apparently he knew about Christianity, and by the way, it wasn't Catholic. He was just Christian in those days. But so he knew about Christianity, so he prayed. They prayed every night that he'd get home, and eventually he did.
Right, he didn't really believe until he was captive, and he was praying, and then he got like an internal locution.
When something happens, you'll pray like hell.
Yeah. Well, since we're talking about Irish
it's
folklore,
an interesting story. I didn't know.
The everyone's familiar with the Blarney Stone.
Yes.
But what I didn't know until my Graham told me was that in order to kiss the Blarney Stone, you have to hang upside down.
Yes, you do. Backwards.
Oh, and back. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, backwards. And you have to climb up to the top of an old castle which is falling down. And it's quite dangerous. So you want to be fairly sure-footed. So when you get up there's usually a man to help you, because they have to do that nowadays. But when I went up years ago, there was no man to help. So you lie down, and backwards you kind of hang out of a hole, and the stone is down the hole, we'll say, but the hole is on the way to the outside of the castle, so you can see the ground on the outside. It's quite scary.
Yeah, screw that.
But everybody, if you come to Ireland, you have to do that. That's a great thing to do.
No, I don't.
Yes,
No.
you do. The whole world knows about the Blarney Stone. How could you go home and the people will say to you, did you kiss the Blarney Stone? And you'd have to say no.
Yeah, no, I lived.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great, though. It's great. And Blarney's a great place.
Well, and they're known for what was it, Blarney's? They're known for they used to be a baking town or something, right? Is it I'm thinking of some other city that used to be like, you know, they were known for like pastry shops or some bollocks like that.
Yeah, don't know, haven't heard that, but Blarney is a very small place. Blarney is outside Cork City, and you know it's a trip away from the city. You can't walk to the Blarney Stone, and it's just a village. And they started to jump on the tourism bandwagon, and they built up their Irish shop. So they sell Bunion sweaters and, you know, top of the morning to you stickers and that kind of thing.
Now, as an Irish person, how much does that get on your nerves? Like,
do you know something? It depends on how diddledy-idledy they make it. Because we do have a heritage, and we do have all these things. And in a lot of ways, it's fantastic that these things are celebrated worldwide, and a lot of these things are known worldwide. And a lot of there's a lot of tourism in Ireland, and we rely heavily on it. Mm-hmm. So when it gets too stupid, like when they start talking, the diddle-dee-idle-dee over the top. I get
Right.
tired of it.
Yeah. I would imagine. Yeah.
And
Well-
yeah, but all in all, I'm very proud to be Irish, and I love being Irish. And we've brought a lot of things to the world. So from that point of view, we're proud.
Right. No, no doubt. I mean, I was just curious as to how you view it from, because you're on the inside looking out. So, whereas like the whole world's kind of like, oh, top of the morning to you, all that,
Yeah.
And so I wanted to know what you thought. I mean, Mike, look, if I'm like stepping on anybody's toes, just let me know.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
He can just
No,
have a cup of
you're on a
coffee,
roll.
we
You did
talk.
great.
Yeah.
Well,
I would-
we were talking earlier about, what mythical creatures to talk about, and you'd mentioned leprechauns.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this, but they're considered to be a fairy.
Yes, they are.
Oh, yes. Yes,
I
indeed.
didn't know that.
Yeah, they were kind of banished underground, or wasn't it a branch of the little people, and they were banished, or they fell out and they went off and formed their own branch, and now we have leprechauns.
Yeah, it's like the son of Fergus or something, or...
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know more than I do.
Well, I mean, somebody tells me to do research for a show, and, I don't play around.
Well, good for you.
And like I said, some of this I remember from Graham telling me, so it's, half of it's memory and the other half is research. But,
Yeah.
But now in Ireland, because Mike and I were talking about this earlier,
Yeah.
what's like the most popular like myth, like, between like banshees and all that kind of stuff? Like, what's the, what are the stories you tell the kids to scare them at night?
Oh yeah, the banshee, yeah, and we have the bogeyman, but no, the banshee would be the most Irish one that we tell, and we still tell. And isn't it amazing what you'll get a child to believe?
Oh, I could go on, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even full-grown people will believe things. And it's amazing. What you
Yes.
can-
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, like the whole, what is it? Knock on wood, and all that other stuff that the superstitions that people have about breaking mirrors and
Yeah,
So,
and people still believe all that.
Oh boy.
Oh
St.
dear God, what are you
Patrick
doing?
Had an amazing life, and it's well documented. Are there any movies about St. Patrick?
No, I don't think so. They keep saying some of the huge American filmmakers like Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer and all of them, they keep saying they're going to make some sort of a film about the Irish, one of the Irish tales, and apparently they can't decide which one, and they can't decide which one would be worthwhile. It's quite amazing because they make films about, parts of every culture. I don't think there's one about Ireland.
Well, St. Patrick had an amazing life.
There's one on, I looked on Google here, and there's one called St. Patrick, the Irish Legend, and it was a made-for-TV movie.
Oh.
With Malcolm
okay.
McDowell, of all people.
Good for him.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but on Google, there's not a whole lot. There's that in My Wild Irish Rose from the 1940s.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Ellen, where do you live in Ireland?
Southeast County Wexford.
Is that near a big city at all?
No, I grew up in Dublin though. Does that count?
That counts.
Yeah.
One of my favorite books ever was Angela's Ashes. Have you read that?
Oh yeah. Yes. McCourt. I did read
Frank
that.
McCourt.
And I read the next one, which was Tis. Did you read that?
No.
It's a kind of a follow on.
I started to, and then I got bored. It's just him teaching in America, kind of, right? But his brother wrote a book too. Malachi wrote a book.
Yeah, Malachi was over there. I think they all went over there, over to America, didn't they? But you know what people hate about that? I mean, he was probably telling the truth, and he told the story of his childhood as he remembered it. But everybody's tired of, the poor mouth, and they never had anything. But I suppose if you're living it, that was your reality, and that's what he wrote about. He was a desperate man to drink. That whole family were desperate drinkers.
Yeah.
His father was a desperate drinker, and he was from the north.
Ellen, I got a question from the chat room here. Have you ever been to the Hill of Tara?
Oh yeah, see, there's the Hill of Tara. Somebody has found that because that's where St. Patrick lit his fire. Yeah, so it has great significance. But yes, I have been to the Hill of Tara.
What did he do there?
He lit a fire. He lit a big fire, and that's where the kings used to sit. So he, obviously he went to the kings, and there was some hoo-ha. I think that's where they made him a bishop, but I'm not sure about that. But that's one of those mystical places in Ireland.
Is it? Am I mistaken? But did he not drive all the snakes out of Ireland?
Yeah, that's what they say he did. That's his biggest feat of achievement. Yes. And then they proved that there were never snakes in Ireland.
Oh, interesting.
That's a bunch of bunk.
Wow.
And the plot
Good old
thickens.
St. Patrick. We credit him with it all.
Well, I mean, but that's kind of, that you can't prove it wrong, though. There's not any snakes now. Well, there weren't any snakes before. Well, how would you know?
Yeah.
You could, see?
Yeah.
That's pretty sneaky. That's pretty clever. I like that.
Yeah, very sneaky.
Were there a lot of Christians in Ireland before he got there?
No, we were all heathens. You wouldn't believe the things we got up to. He had to come over and straighten us all out. Nobody knew who their father was. Nobody knew who their father was till St. Patrick came along.
And it was
you're being sarcastic.
Catholicism, right?
I'm not being sarcastic. Apparently the Celts were awful, horrific, promiscuous people.
Well, yeah, because they were nomadic, correct?
Yeah, no, they weren't nomadic. They had wattle and daub structures, and they put down roots because there were kings in every village, and they all fought amongst each other. Apparently, they couldn't group properly. They all wanted to be kings.
I see.
And they were fighting and debauchery and
all that.
And that's real.
Yeah, that's real.
And what happened after he left? After he came and went? How did it change?
He made us be monogamous, and one man, one woman, and he put a stop to all the debauchery, and we had to behave like Christians.
There you go.
See? And that's what we did. Yeah.
Lordy, lordy, lordy.
Yeah, can you imagine? How did he go around Ireland all those years ago and make everybody conform? It's an incredible feat, isn't it?
It really is. I've never really looked into it much.
Yeah, the Irish must have been tame people, really, at the back of it all.
What is okay? There's somebody's okay. That's Joseph from Spreaker. Not Spreaker. I mean Twitter is asking. He had an Irish armor friend with the last name Darcy. She said equals the Dark Ones of Ireland. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Anybody know?
Black Irish.
Oh, Ellen?
Yeah, because Black Irish are the Irish who are dark hair and dark eyes, right?
Oh, the Dark Ones. I get it.
I think Gordon knows more about Ireland than I do.
Wow.
Thank you, I think.
No, yes, it's a compliment.
I added you on my Twitter, by the way, because I find this whole conversation fascinating. I always love to learn new things, and I'm learning tons of new things.
Good.
Awesome sauce on a spoon.
On a stick.
Ellen, is the weather in Ireland as bad as they made it seem in Angela's Ashes? Just a lot of rain in the winter, kind of like the Northwest in America?
Yeah. Do you know what? If you were in a house that was badly heated, or one of those houses where the McCourts lived, yeah, it would be, because there's a lot of rain over there, and it would have been freezing. So,
Is it a lot worse on the West Coast than the East Coast?
Yes, a lot more rain.
Yeah, very dark, very gray, depressing.
Yeah, it is, and but it is. But that's only in your head. You've got to, look in and find some spark within yourself. But I was in Limerick lots of times a couple of years ago because my son was down there in college, and I thought of McCourt a lot because those lanes that he talks about, the lanes of Limerick, they're all still there, and they're in the city centre. And the people will, if you ask somebody for directions, they'll say to you, just go down any of the lanes and you'll get there. They still call them the lanes of Limerick.
What are they like?
And they have what?
Are they just like they were before?
No, because I know they've put shots and everything on them. But there's a McCourt school. There's a when they do up a house to look like it would have done in the time of McCourt, they've done that, and that's interesting. I've been there. I like that.
So it's changed a little bit for the better.
Oh yeah, it has. It is a city.
Good.
So,
I want to go there. I have a friend that lives over there.
It's interesting, and they have a great ghost walk in Limerick.
Really?
Oh yeah, which reminds me. Before we go to break here, I got a really groovy song for you guys. And before we go, I'd like to tell everyone if you haven't heard Ellen before, that she runs a haunted hotel getaway company, I guess.
Booking engine.
Yeah, that for it's called Mysterious Holidays, and you can get maybe go ahead, Alan. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a booking engine. It's the only Irish booking engine for haunted attractions in Ireland. So, but we're going further. So if anybody would like to come on board and let me take their bookings, very happy to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. And now we're going to have a short break, ladies and gentlemen. And this is...
Pissing me off.
This is Flogging Molly.
I bang on the door.
I think y'all know what this one
You're sick and tired of me reeking of gin. Locked all the doors from the front to the back, and left me a note telling me I should pack. I walk in the bar and the fellas all cheer. They order me up a whiskey and beer. You ask me why I'm writing this poem. Some call it a tavern, but I call it home. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Pour my beer down the sink. I've got more in the trunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. And I'm going to be drunk till the next time I'm drunk. You've given me an option. You say I must choose between you and the liquor. Then I'll take the booze. I'm jumping on Western down to the south side, where I'll sit down and exercise my Irish pride. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Pour my beer down the sink. I've got more in the trunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. And I'm going to be drunk till the next time I'm drunk. Get off that stage.
Alright, everybody, like, we're back, and I just had another shot of whiskey, but I'm okay. I can still drive. Oh, I'll be okay. Yeah. Okay, and there's one rule tonight, is then you can only call in if you're drunk. That is the rule.
2 drink minimum.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone could call in. It's 775-990-8447. I will post it in the chat rooms. And if you want to call in, the only rule tonight about calling is you must be slightly smashed.
Inebriated.
Please call, everybody. Quick call. Let's make a quick call. Ask Ellen a question.
Yeah, and
call on in.
I think that's hilarious. That's my rule for St. Patty's Day from now on. You got to be drunk to call in.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens here. I'm going to post
kidding
this.
Me? You got to be drunk to listen to this show.
Oh.
Thank you. Good night. I'm playing all week.
Oh, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, Ellen.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about one of the haunted locations that your guests like to go to there in Ireland?
Yeah, one of them, the one nearest to me, is Loftus Hall in County Wexford. It's the most haunted house in Ireland, and we all grew up on stories of the devil and how he burst out through the roof when he was discovered. And people come from all over the world to see that house. It's incredible. So they have a haunted tour, and they bring people down and bring them around the house and scare them with stories. And the tour changes at Halloween and at Christmas. You know, those types of times, they ramp it up a bit, and they have actors and people dressed up, and it's great. It's a really good day, and you can go down there, and they're right on a peninsula called the Hook Peninsula, and they have the sea on both sides, and they have their own personal beach, which is small, but it's there, and so you can go and spend the whole afternoon there if you like. It's a great place.
Groovy.
Oh, and they have paranormal lockdowns.
Isn't that's where the devil's foot came through their ceiling or something?
No,
or
it's where the devil went through the roof. Will I tell you the story?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, of course.
One story. Now, this is an old house in Ireland, so it was the only big house in the area. Everybody else had thatched houses if they were lucky, or other people lived in ditches. And this was a huge, big old house called Loftus Hall. So 200 years ago, they were very wealthy, and it was a stormy night, and there was a shipwreck down further. And this stranger, tall, dark, handsome stranger, arrived on a horse, knocking at the door. And the family of the house were sitting around the table playing cards, and the stranger arrived, and they brought him in because he was well dressed and well spoken. They were very enamored of him, and he was brought in and made welcome. And the daughter, Anne, who you can imagine was living in a remote area, young person, dying for some excitement, fell in love with this stranger. So he stayed there and was welcomed, and everything was going great, and she was just head over heels in love with this man. So a few nights later, they were playing cards again. I suppose they spent a lot of time playing cards in the winter. He dropped a card, or somebody at the table dropped a card, and a few people bent down to pick up the card. And when they bent down, they saw that he had the cloven foot, which was the sign of the devil. It was like a goat's foot. So as soon as he was discovered, he just shot up through the roof and out the roof, and that was the end of him. And poor Lady Mary went berserk, and she became deranged, and she spent the rest of her life living in a room in the house. She never came out, and that was the end of it. But the house is extremely haunted. There's ghosts and spirits and stories everywhere in that house. Great place.
What is the best story from a guest that you've had come there?
Well, they're all scared. Some people won't go in. Some people they buy their tickets and they just, they don't go in. The best story, well, I know, do you know what? The guides are fantastic. There's an introduction done by one of the owners. He's one of the Quigleys. Well, he is just outstanding. It's the entertainment value of it. It's not that they come out with stories. They do a really good show down there. And you know what they have in that house. In that house, which was built so long ago, they have a staircase. I'll tell you about the house in a few minutes, but they have a staircase, and there were 2 other staircases just like it in the world. One of them was in the Vatican, one was in Loftus Hall, and the third one was on the Titanic.
What kind of staircase was it?
That's creepy.
Yeah, so that's down there. What was it? Oh,
Is
yeah,
it
the
a
house.
spiral staircase? What is it?
Loftus Hall was just an old house. It was owned by the Loftus family.
What was the
Loftus
staircase like that made it unusual?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a big, wide staircase. It's about 10 feet wide, and it's got big sweeping. It branches into 2 on the first floor, so it goes off to the left and off to the right. It's lovely. It's just a lovely old staircase.
Is that the one that's in the movie Titanic at the beginning and the end where they show the staircase?
Yeah, I suppose it is. It must be.
Oh,
but
wow.
that would have been a set. When the nuns owned the house about 70 or 80 years ago, and they had a school down there, and apparently they used to polish this staircase and polish because the nuns were very hard working, and every day they polished it with wax. So when the people who own the house now bought the place, the roof was off and the rain was pouring in onto these stairs, but they're perfectly preserved, and they credit that to the nuns who did all the polishing.
Well, now Loftus Hall, that's okay. I'm trying to remember because it's Tottenham, right? From the 1600s.
The Tottenham family.
Tottenham. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like the daughter went insane.
Yeah.
What is
that
it?
Was Lady Anne?
Yeah, Lady Anne. She went insane and she locked herself in the tapestry room.
Yeah, and she never came out. So you can see the tapestry room.
Oh wow! Wow.
And the people who own it now, when they bought it, obviously that big hole was in the roof, and they fixed the roof. But things happen in that house. They fixed up the electrical connections in it, and they put lights, and they rewired everything, but the bulbs just keep blowing. They keep putting them back, and they'll blow, and they put them back and they blow, and they call the electrician, and the electrician looks and he says there's nothing wrong, but the bulbs just keep blowing. And apparently there's some place in the roof and they can't fix it. Well,
for the benefit of those who aren't familiar with the legend, it's the Tottenham family. How do you pronounce it again?
Tottenham.
Yep. They had they granted shelter to some I don't know,
stranger. He was a stranger. Yeah. Shipwrecked.
And the daughter Anne fell in love with him.
Yeah.
And the father had him killed, and she went insane because she was still in love with him, and she's supposed to be the ghost that still haunts the place, right?
Oh, yeah, that could be. But there's loads of ghosts, apparently.
Oh, okay, because that's the only story I ever heard of it. Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's loads of ghosts. They have a story at the bottom of the stairs. Do you know, I'm just going to go back a little bit to when I was young. When I was young, I lived in Dublin, so I used to come down here because